After Saturday, first of all, Zak, and a really good performance at Blackburn, where you scored lots of goals and played really well. What's the mood in the camp been like this week?
It's been good. It's been good. We've been working hard, and we're trying to focus on the next game, which is going to be a tough one at home, but we're looking forward to it. And like you say, it was a good result last weekend, so we want to just build on that.
It's a question I asked Nigel. Do you enjoy games like Saturday when you get a feeling that you're playing well?
Absolutely. It's a sense of camaraderie out there as well. You know, we want to go out there and always put on a good performance, but if there's little ebbs and flows in the games where you might not be, you want to be able to make sure that we're still keeping the ball at the back of net and scoring, and we're doing that. So yeah, the lads up top are on fire, and we know we're capable of scoring goals in the game.
And I guess you're still looking for perfection. I think Nigel says you'd still like clean sheets, concede less goals. So is that something that even on a good game like Saturday, it's something that you'll look to work on and improve?
Yeah, for sure. The sort of the back five the other day, we came off the pitch and we were obviously happy. We got a good result away from home, but there was definitely a sort of a sense of, okay, how could we have maybe done better with the 2 goals? Because I think the way we performed in the game, we did really well, but we make sure that we have to concentrate all the way until the final minute and make sure that we do stop those last minute maybe lapses of concentration or something, and that will sort of stand us in good stead going forward.
What are you expecting on Saturday against the Preston side who don't score many goals, but they don't concede many either?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game, like you say. They don't concede many goals, so for us as a unit, we have to work on breaking them down and making sure that we're prolific and potent like we have been. And yeah, on the other end, we got to make sure we're doing what we're doing, and like I said, stay concentrated throughout the whole 90 minutes, because yeah, they may not have scored many goals, but they've still got good quality up there, and we have to make sure that we can nullify that as best as we can, and let the lads up front do what they do best, and go and finish them off.
Because on one hand, Preston always gives City a tough ride, it seems. It's one of those sides, and yet, top of my head, a rare goal for you against Preston, wasn't it, a year or 2 ago as well? So you've sampled both sides of them. For sure.
I mean, it's a great strike. Yeah, no, it was a proud moment for me. First goal for City, so I'm definitely buzzing off that. And it was a couple of years ago now, so overdue one maybe, I don't know. But yeah, no, absolutely. Like you say, I've been on both sides of the games where they have been tough and we haven't got the result we wanted, but we've also been on the other side of it where we know what we can do to hurt teams, and especially Preston, where we've beaten them before, and we want to go out there and put a good performance in.
What's your relationship like with Cal and Rob at the back? Because in a world of rotation, it's been a settled back 3 this season, and of course Dan behind you in goal.
Yeah, for sure, it's been great. You know, Cal's a great asset to the team and to the club, and Rob's definitely been kicking on, and I think we're just sort of building our relationship even more. And like you say, we've played quite a lot of games together this season, so it's good to build those relationships and sort of know where your teammate's going to be and know where they like to go and know how they like to play, and it's something that I think we're learning from each other as the season will go on, and we're doing that quite well at the minute. And yeah, like I said, they're a great players to play alongside because they cover you, they talk, and it's great. And I like to feel like I add a bit to that as well. So it's definitely a nice sort of mixture of ability there and a mixture of what we can bring to the table.
And we know there's a great spirit at the camp and a real togetherness. So when maybe things don't go so well, I'm thinking of the goal conceded at Blackpool. How do you as a squad react to that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have a great group, you know. So after that game, we were obviously very disappointed that we didn't come away with 3 points, and we weren't going to shy away from that. You know, we should have definitely seen that game out. But then a couple of days later, or whatever, when later on in the week when we're working on stuff, we make sure that we look at it, we learn from it, and we pick ourselves up. And if there is someone that has made a mistake or something, we make sure that everyone gets around them and makes sure that they can, go again, because they're here for a reason. You know, there's quality in this team, and we want to make sure that everyone's firing on all cylinders, and we want to pick up from where we left off, like against Blackburn, and take that into Saturday.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
Richard's alluded to the togetherness in the squad at the moment, and the impact it's having on the performances. On a personal level, how has it impacted your game this season?
Yes, it's been great for me. I think I've been playing a lot more football this season consistently, so I'm taking that in my stride, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. You know, we're getting good results, and we're still building a solid unit. So it's good to be a part of that, and good to build on that.
What aspect of your game has kind of pleased you the most in these first days?
I think, to be honest, the sort of the defensive side of things. I think I'm not going to shy away from it. Last year, there was things that I know I needed to improve on. And this year I think I've looked a lot more solid and I've felt more solid, and I think as a team we've been a little bit more solid, and I think that helps, and we're sort of, like I said, building together, but personally and individuals on the pitch and myself as well, we're trying to improve ourselves, little bits here, tweaks and stuff like that. So it's just sort of trying to take it in the stride of the relentless season that we have, and trying to just tweak things here and there, that if we do have, like we said earlier on, little ebbs and flows in the season, we just try and make sure that we stick to where we were previously, where we're at a good standard.
Well, is there any aspects of your game that you had to learn during that time out spell at the team last season? Was there any part of the game that you had to learn?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always trying to observe. If I'm not in the team, I'm trying to learn and trying to observe to be a bit like a sponge, really. And if there's someone that's in the team that's doing better than me in that aspect, I'll try and watch them and see little things that I can maybe pick and change and just add to my game, really. So that obviously, yeah, like you say, like the defensive side of things and also in possession, as well. We want to build from the back as well. So we have to be comfortable on the ball and just know the patterns of people and stuff like this. So it's an all round thing, really, of trying to just make sure that our standards are staying high, and when they're at that level, I think we can perform really well.
How difficult was it for you last season? Because the season prior to that, you were a permanent fixture in the side, and last season, obviously the second half especially, there was a lot of time spent on the sidelines. How difficult was that for you?
Yeah, of course it's tough. Everyone wants to play football. Everyone here wants to be playing, wants to be starting. So yeah, absolutely, it was tough to be watching more than playing, and it was something that I had to look at myself. I had to look at every aspect of why I wasn't playing and try and pick that apart. But at the same time, I had to be a teammate as well. So I had to make sure that the person that was in front of me, I had to just support them as well. I'm not going to sit here and start saying I should be playing in front of him. I'm here to support as well. So it was tough. Of course it was tough, but I just try and work hard to get myself back in. And this season I've been more consistent in the team.
What was the message for you from the manager and the coaches in pre-season, especially?
It was just to carry on. Keep going. Like you said, I played 2 seasons ago. I was playing pretty much every game, so it's not like I can't do it. It's just I can absolutely do it. It's just making sure that it's at a consistent level to stay in the team and carry on going.
I know Richard mentioned the Cam Naismith's arrival this summer. How has he helped your game alongside him?
Yeah, massively. He's like I said, he's a great asset to the club. He was in the playoffs last year. He brings a lot of experience. He brings a lot of know-how in this league, and he knows how to sort of bring players around him forward as well. And he just sort of makes sure that everybody is at a consistent level. If you feel like you're maybe having a bit of a lull in the game or concentration levels aren't at it, he'll make sure that he's on you for sure, and he'll make sure that everyone's staying at that level, and vice versa. I do the same with him, and Rob does the same with him, and we try and emulate that going through the team.
Was there ever an option of you leaving the club this summer, or was it firmly focused on this coming season? Yeah,
there was conversations about that, and it was a convo that we had and we had to try and adapt to, and I, for myself, I was coming in to try and didn't want to have that conversation in my head when I was coming back to pre-season. I wanted to just make sure that I stayed focused at where I was going to be, and in pre-season make sure I was in the fittest shape and the best shape I could have been for wherever that was going to be.
Thanks for your time.
Hi Zach. As an academy graduate at the club, there's been a lot of emphasis around the place about the academy now, because the likes of Tommy Conway, obviously you were at the academy at a different point in time. Have you seen a lot of the changes in the academy set now, because we're seeing more players from the academy? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, in the last couple of years, we've had a lot of academy players training with us. A lot of younger lads coming up and sort of being in around the first team, and it's great to see. There's some top quality players, as you said. Tommy Conway now is getting the plaudits that we see every day. We see him score goals. We know he's prolific, and he's getting the chance to do it on the weekend, and he's taking it. Scotty's just another one that's come through and sort of seamlessly got into the team, and he just looks like it's sort of easy for him out there, and we got to make sure that also you still drive the standards, and they're both two that are on fire at the minute, and long may it continue. But like you say about the academy, it's clearly a great pathway for the club. There is a great pathway at the club, and it's absolutely amazing to see that there's a lot of younger players coming through that are getting given an opportunity.
And congratulations recently as well, reaching 100 appearances. Do you ever envisage you'd make that with a club that obviously been long certain?
Yeah. I mean, it was an amazing moment for me and my family were there, and it was great for them to sort of be a part of it. You know, obviously I tried to treat it like any other game, but it was a proud moment for me and for them. And I always wanted to, I always wanted to get to 100 and kick on from there as well. So it's definitely something that I'm happy about, and hopefully I can keep pushing on.
The playing out from the back method has proved effective this season, but it's landed the team in trouble a couple of times. It's still kind of a work in progress, would you say?
Yeah, for sure. We're still building on stuff. You know, we have to stay confident. We have to stick with it. We can't just sort of, if we make a mistake and it goes wrong, and just chuck it out the window and start doing something else. You know, we have to make sure that we keep giving each other the confidence to go out and do it again. And like we say, we have the quality to do it. So it's definitely something that, okay, we've been caught out a couple of times, but we have the quality to sort of get out from it. And once we get past that, we definitely have the firepower to, you know, go and hurt teams. So we're not going to shy away from it. If it's on to do it, we will obviously try and do it.
And how much are you enjoying having kind of a bit more responsibility on the ball?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, and I like being on the ball. I like trying to play. I like trying to start things. So if the chance is there for, you know, us at the back in the back three to start an attack, then absolutely we want to be able to do that, and myself included massively. And I want to be up there as well and contributing to the team and trying to help at all costs.
And just for you personally, do you have any goals this season in terms of maybe clean sheets or even goals and assists against Preston?
Yeah, obviously it'd be nice to crop up with another goal, and we all have goals set in our heads, you know, and we talk about that within the group and within the team, and we want to make sure that we can try and stick to them and push on from that. And like you say, maybe a nice little shank will be nice this weekend again.